Warbler Get Your Guitar is the first segment of the 17th episode of the 3rd season of Mickey Mouse Funhouse, and as always there will be spoilers as I explain what happens in this and share some thoughts. I like to watch these to see how educational they are, to see how beneficial they are, and this one has a really great message. It felt very quick, and I think the reason for that is because once the problem occurs, the solution arrives really quickly. That's not necessarily a complaint, more of just an observation, but it's a decent episode. I didn't love it because I don't like Sunny Gulch. Wanda asks Mickey and the gang to help create a homecoming concert for her return to Sunny Gulch. And I don't like Sunny Gulch as a location. I find it quite boring, but it's an absolutely fine episode. Sneezel wants to sing on stage with Wanda. So instead of just asking, Wheezelene decides to hide Wanda's guitar so that while they're looking for it, the only other option they will have is Sneezel singing on stage instead. And obviously, that's not the right approach. And very, very quickly, Sneezel learns just how special the guitar is to Wanda. And with some encouragement from Minnie, he does admit the truth. He tells Wanda what has happened. And Wanda accepts the apology, admits that she knows telling the truth can be scary, and then says all Sneezel had to do if he wanted to sing on stage was ask. And I think that Wanda said all of the right things there. Not that I think everybody has to accept an apology, but certainly it was a great display on how to respond if somebody does apologise and it does seem sincere. And I do think Sneezel was sincere in the apology. So I think Wanda in particular gave a great display of how to respond to an apology. And of course, Sneezel gave a good example of how to give an apology. And Minnie's involvement there showed, or helped to show, the importance of telling the truth. It was really, really quick. And I don't have a complaint there. It just... usually we have a bit more time to sit with the problem, and I guess it's good for Sneezel's character that he realised very quickly that this was not the right thing to do. And then it ends with a performance with a song about speaking up, using your voice, and telling the truth. Some really great messages there as well. So personally, I don't love the location, I don't like Sunny Gulch, not that bothered about Wanda, don't care for Sneezel and Wheezelene, but I certainly don't mind the characters, and there are some really brilliant messages in here, some great examples of how to behave and indeed how not to behave in certain situations. And the message about using your voice, using your words, speaking up, I think that's really important, particularly for young viewers, because, and very much speaking for myself as a child here, many children are very shy, they're nervous to speak up, and to encourage them to do that and use their voice as early as possible, I think is a really great thing. So no complaints at all. It's never going to be a personal favourite, but I can't complain. Warbler Get Your Guitar is a pretty decent episode of Mickey Mouse Funhouse.